Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, VIFPCOS. That is Wife Beard. I have a thing where I have to talk about it. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I'm not gelling with the people that are watching the movies I'm watching because let's take Sinners for example. Okay, now I knew Annie and Smoke were together. I could feel the chemistry, the fact that they respected each other. There were signs. I looked at the signs and said, oh, they're really into each other. I saw the promo shoot of where she was about to shave his face, and she had the razor blade, and he had the shaving foam on his face or whatever, and I was like, that's actually really intimate and sexual for me, because you're allowing someone, the way it was back in the day, with those razor blades, like you could cut someone, like you could cut their throat. And I also remember watching The Color Purple, where you had Sissy. Was it Sissy? I can't remember, but you had Mr. and you had Whoopi Goldberg's character, and she had found out that he had done her wrong. And he had the shaving foam, and she was essentially making the razor blade as sharp as she could so she could cut him. So when I saw Annie and I saw Smoke, I was like, oh, that's very intimate, because you know that she's going to take her time and be very gentle with it to make sure she doesn't harm him. And he trusts her enough to do that. That to me was romantic. People were like, I don't get it. I didn't see any love with them like I did with blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And then some of these same people were like, I really felt the chemistry between Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. Did we watch the same fucking movie? Because I did not. I didn't see anything between them at all. At fucking all. And then there was somebody on here who said that apparently there are a lot of people that are saying that they don't like certain actors because they're ugly, and that in order for it to be a rom-com, it has to be pretty people. And I'm like, ugly people deserve love too. Don't I deserve love? But on a serious note, I'm baffled with what people think is romantic, because some of the stuff that you think is romantic, I'm like, that's not romantic. It's being there throughout everything. It is having mutual respect for each other, being able to talk to each other, communicate how you feel. I think with materialists, I'm also getting a little upset, because I'm reading it and I'm reading people's comments, and they're like, I could never picture I could never picture John and Lucy, and I'm like, I could picture John and Lucy, and I was really rooting for Harry and Lucy. The issue is the two of them were together, but it was mostly like transactional. And they said like, we don't love each other, but we could maybe. Anyway, it was just like when John was with Lucy, I could see it. And when Lucy was with Harry, I could see it both ways. I could see it. This is deja vu. Oh shit, this is deja vu. I don't know why. I just had a flash of deja vu. That's so fucking weird. Anyway, and then they were talking about how they could never imagine that fucking Billy Crystal could end up with women. Billy Crystal, he is funny. He's witty. You mean to tell me if he was laying some jokes, you'd be like, whatever. I don't understand what it is with people. They are so focused on looks. Looks mean jack shit. It really does. I mean, looks are nice, but looks are jacked up. Also, I want to say with materialists, one thing I did like was having the two guys that are about to be 50 saying, I don't want a woman that's in her 40s or late 30s. I want a 27-year-old or 27. I'm like, no 20-something-year-old woman wants to be with, I mean, I take it back. I could see like an early 21 to 23-year-old will want to be with a man that's 47, but she doesn't know any better. A 26 and older woman is going to be like, wait a minute. If I stay with this motherfucker, that means that once he gets nurse age material, he'll want me to be his nursemaid, which means if he gets a stroke or heart attack, I'll have to take care of him, and I can't live my life doing the things I want. I would have to cater to him. I'm glad at least that was pointed out as what the fuck. Anyway, what are your opinions, I guess?